Alright. A lot of things are gonna be closed.
This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself of Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denyo Balu or Maramal.
All right, then.
No. Wait until an appropriate time of day. Yeah, no. Not going in there. Sometimes places have people that are awake that are useful. That doesn't mean...
That old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of there?
Perhaps.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne.
Uh-huh. Well, that's an interesting take on it. It's getting lighter. My puttering around is actually unintentionally killed most of the time that needed to be spent.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Yep.
By the 8. You actually talked her into it?
Yep.
I don't know what to say. I didn't think anyone in Riften even cared what happened to me. Look, I was saving this, but I wanted you to have it. I thought I might need it if Sapphire came for me, but I don't need it anymore.
Fair.
All right, then.
You make lots of noise with your
Good day,
snuffling.
friend. Keeping well?
It doesn't say steel horse. Huh.
Hofgrir is a great teacher. I've learned so much about horses from him.
I don't doubt that.
Need a ride?
I have, of course, invalidated my ability to get what's arguably the best horse in any of these games. I don't need to talk to you again.
So, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Because I can't get Shadowmere. Not in this game. Right. Oh, wait. You're the one that I...
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I'm kind of busy, but if you need any potions or ingredients, let me know.
Busy, huh?
You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something? Well, the moisture in the air is better for the ingredients. It isn't every day that you get your hands on fresh Nirnroot or painted troll fat.
Painted
It also
troll
makes
fat.
it
I
easier to
remember
gather
that.
water when the canal is right out the front door. Besides, I also prefer the quiet. I didn't open this business for browsing. Come in, buy what you need, and get out.
Hopefully that water's clean enough to want to drink.
Hardly. The fact, I don't know how I get anything done with all the distractions I have to put up with. My wife, Half-York, well, she's a necessary evil, I suppose. Not a lick of talent when it comes to alchemy, but she keeps me fed. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar, bright young thing and a worthy apprentice, when she isn't wasting my rare ingredients. Yes, goodbye.
This... Where's my head? I never even greeted you properly. I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How we make any coin at all is beyond me. In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me in Shore Stone. Goodness knows Elgrim won't lift a finger to do it. You would? Oh, that would be wonderful. Speak to Filnyar in Shore Stone. He's got some sort of ore sample he wants us to identify and was willing to pay us well for it. I know how to mix a few basic potions, but I'm nowhere near as skilled as a master alchemist. I've picked up a few tricks by reading the tomes scattered all over the shop, but I don't have the knack to pull off half of the formulas. I wish Elgrim had spent more time tutoring me than that Ingen girl. Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way. Elgrim can barely put on his own shoes, let alone have the energy to pursue a young girl. He's been gushing about how talented Ingen is at alchemy. He'd never say it to her face. That's not his way. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing, so he focuses a lot of attention on her. When Elgrim said we were setting up shop down here, I told him he would catch his death. The dirt, the moisture, is disgusting. Who wants to spend their life living like a skeever? But that old bellyacre just fed me some nonsense about light ruining his mixtures and being close to the water. Ah.
Be careful. The road to Shore Stone could be dangerous.
Road.
You here for lessons like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something?
Not right now. Shore Stone isn't actually that far. But I want to talk to you.
The farthest oddities from Morrowind. One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks.
I want to talk to you if you're awake.
Don't think you can barter with me like...
About a thing, so I don't have another glitch happen.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
That could be arranged.
Did we have an appointment? No. Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing. Well, allow me to explain. My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent harmonic energy.
Dwemer harmonics.
Aha! So, you're a student of theoretical applied harmonics.
I've had to
Putting aside
interact
Ralston's
with...
constant and universal inversion for a moment, how would you approach the problem? Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate its own field? Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Maybe long ago you could just find calipers in every household across Tamriel, but not anymore. Hold on. You've given me a brilliant idea. Just as calipers hold materials in place, a soul siphon can hold magic fields in place. Genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right?
Well, the Dwemer have their downfall.
Are you completely insane? Swallow a soul gem?
I've done Stranger Things.
That has to be the most brilliant and unexpected solution I've heard in a long time. It solves all of my problems and keeps the field stable. Now all I need... Wait, what were we talking about?
Are you a goldfish? Actually, that's a bad reputation for goldfish.
Yes, I could use some help with that. An assistant, perhaps? No, no, no. Maybe a familiar... No, too messy. Well, at any rate, organization is not my strong suit. Not at all. I need as much help as I can get. In fact, if you could retrieve a few things for me, I could start on my next set of experiments. As you can imagine, I tend to forget things often. Leave things around. I really must learn to put these things away. What I need is my Dwemer stirring spoon, my orichalcum ingot, and my grand soul gem. In fact, I could use them immediately. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. I'd be happy to reward you. Excellent. I can't wait. Well, why are you still standing here? Oh, right. You need to know where they are. That would help. Let's see. Last time I used the Dwemer's spoon was at my dear friend Bodhi's house in Iverstead. Fellstar Farm, I believe it's called. The orichalcum ingot should still be at Winterhold at the Frozen Hearth Inn. I don't know why I didn't just take it with me. And last is the soul gem. I left that one in Windhelm at the White Phial Alchemy Shop. It was a good trade, too. Oh well. Okay. Now where did I put those spiders?
As Jarl, did you have some sort of official business here? Liars and bastards. Every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents.
Actually, I've
Stormcloaks
tried. They have
won't
plot
have it, though.
protection.
Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay.
I've actually gone in there and just lit the whole place up. They all have plot shielding and stand back up and attack you.
Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected. Indeed. There have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. I'm keeping my eye on you.
That's your job.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything.
Except your drug problem and the Thieves Guild and...
I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Out of my way. The son of the Jarl has no time for idle conversation with travelers. Every day the threat of exile from Riften draws closer for myself and my family. Who knows how many spies the Empire has sent into our midst already? We're at war. This isn't the time for hospitality. Thank goodness Mother is keeping a level head about everything. If my brother Saerlund had his way, we'd be flying Imperial colors by now. Can you believe that fool had the audacity to speak of his love for the Empire in the plaza? He expects us to drop our defenses and greet them with open arms, to dialogue with them rather than defend our homeland by spilling their blood. He's a traitor, plain and simple. Had I been sitting on the throne, he'd be hanging from the gallows for his sympathies toward the Empire. If you must know, I was practicing in the yard when the guard I was sparring with fainted when I specifically told him to duck. My blade bit right into the stonework next to the keep and needed serious repairs. Thankfully, our smith Balamond works wonders. In fact, if you'd fetch my blade from him, I'd be most appreciative. I should have known better than to ask a knave.
Who in this conversation is a knave? You don't fucking deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this what it's come to? You'd have your own flesh and blood hanged, just to solidify your grip as the next Jarl.
Apparently,
If that's what it will take, then
Welcome to
so be
Riften,
it.
traveler. I hope the road fared well for you.
We used to be inseparable.
We're
Always
all
fighting
eager
back
to see
back
them
and
brought
letting
to
nothing
justice.
stand in our way.
Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with
And not for
appropriately.
the better, I'm
As
afraid.
one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving
You've done what
elusive,
you've had to
but
for
I have
yourself,
confidence that Maven
not for
won't
the
give
mother.
up until this city has
Rise
been
up,
rid of them
Harold.
all.
There's a storm on the horizon, and it will blow through
Why
here
do
with
I
all its
doubt
fury.
that?
It's time to
While I
choose a
feel
side.
Ulfric's cause is just, my concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord.
Good journey to you. Don't cross me. Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship, oceans,
You gonna stare all day or buy some armor? Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better.
That's a stupid-ass
Are you
question.
serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns.
That'd be nice.
There are ruined sewer tunnels beneath the city. The only way I know how to get in there is through a door off of the canal. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. Through reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago.
I remember.
Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Let me see that. Yes, this is it. I don't know how you found this, stranger, but you've obviously succeeded where I had failed. Please, let me offer you this key. It unlocks my strongbox under my stand in the marketplace. Help yourself to anything inside.
I don't really need it, but
I really appreciate what you've done for me. I'll never forget it.
yeah, I don't need any of that. I'll let you keep it.
My husband Bercy will be the death of me. Oh, he spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself. All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragons, he's been very depressed.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry? I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves' Guild.
I'm not allowed to just
Safe
kill them.
travels, Landstrider.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Oh, right, that's another place I can check.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it put some coin in my pocket.
I've
Come
already
to see
dealt
Balaam
with you.
perform miracles with steel, eh? People say I'm making gold off of other people's misery, but what else would I do? Smithing is all I know. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow, they'll change their tune. Smithing's been in my blood for generations. I owe my success to my forefathers and their recipe for flame. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts, a strange mineral that burns as hot as red mountain lava.
I know.
Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and I've used the last of my fire salts. If I can't feed it soon, it may grow cold.
That I
You
can
will?
do.
Thank you. 10 pinches of fire salt should give me all I need to bring this forge back to life.
Not that I don't already know.
A flame atronach's body might provide fire salt. They're dangerous creatures that can be summoned by wizards. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The forge knows the difference.
I don't doubt that.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them
Yeah, so,
all.
yeah, no,
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth yet?